Welcome to the podcast of I.D.E.A.L family. Today we have with us Claudia, who is gonna put the focus on yoga and pre and postnatal yoga. So, hello Claudia, thank you for being here. So, yogi with the glasses, as you present yourself on social media, mostly in French, yoga aux lunettes, yogi aux lunettes. So it is yoga that inspires you and that you are teaching already since more than 15 years. You have even many specialities, all based on Hatha Yoga. So like Hot Yoga, Ashtanga, Anusara Yoga, Power Yoga, Pranayama, Restorative Yoga, and even yoga for 60 plus. So all this is a beautiful bouquet of flowers that you give to humanity. So can you say a little bit more about what yoga can bring us in general?
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. First of all, namaste. Namaste, Maria Krishna. Namaste, everybody, dear family. Namaste, what it really means is the divine in me is honoring and salute the divine within you. So right away, we already have a part of the answer. And so for that question of Hatha Yoga, we can have many names, and with our days there's a lot of trends on yoga, and so we can see it on social medias. It's very, very active. It's a form of fitness now, but before fitness, it is really a deep journey within. And traditionally, yoga, what means is to get into ourself, to find the yoke. So that's what it is. It's really a more like a spiritual path than a asana practice, a physical practice. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I have seen that in general, like Hatha Yoga teachers often leave behind the source from where it comes from, India, which is a very spiritual teaching. And so it became more consumerism, as you were speaking before. So it's a part of yeah, society with all the trends, and it's became more superficial. But when I see what you're bringing to the world, I see that you really try to bring in that spiritual aspect also of yoga.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, it's true. It is. It is. I mean, we have to figure out a way to find those answers, and we cannot just separate everything. We live in a polarity world. We live in those big gaps, and really, what is the real question we're asking ourselves is, what is my purpose? What is my goal? And mainly, the answer is through unicity. If you try to separate everything, well, you'll be lost. When you're in your kitchen, all the plates are at the same place, the utensils are at the same place. So it's the same in your spiritual journey. So yeah.
It's the journey to unity, in fact.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. So you work also with pregnant women, and so you do prenatal yoga and postnatal yoga.
Yeah.
So can you give us a little bit more details about that? How that can benefit a pregnant woman or a woman that has just given birth?
Yeah, the same as it does with really yoga in general, with Hatha Yoga or all the styles you named before. Prenatal and postnatal yoga will benefit at all levels, at it within all your bodies. So we have our physical body, our emotional body, mental body, energetic body. So it all benefits all those bodies, and mainly for prenatal and postnatal, what it does really is it's a connection with the baby first, and then after an ease on a daily basis, removing stiffness that we might have, lower back, mid back, in legs. Also, it works with all the systems of the body: circulatory, endocrine system, nervous system. It has so many benefits to it.
So yes, preparation for birth is also opening up, letting go, especially also relaxing and giving the body the whole possibility to open up and give birth. So that's probably also one in the postures that you and the exercises that you give is one of the
Yeah.
aspects, I guess, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were just saying, when you give birth, there's some preparation that needs to be made, and naturally, the mama has all the tools. And baby and mama, they possess everything inside. It's all within. If we have faith in that, if the mama has faith, everything will happen perfectly. And but to have a little, boost of prep, it's always good. So just for the endocrine system, there's an hormone called the oxytocin, and simply, short story, this hormone will help you to give birth, and it's really the hormone of love, of happiness, and so it will help to relax as you give birth. Well, through a certain extent, of course, but
Especially in between contractions.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Very important. And so after birth, what is your focus? What are you working on then after birth?
so postnatal, it's the continuation of that beautiful journey. And so at that point, we focus on the practice with the baby, on ourselves, next to us, and also following the baby movement. The same thing, because a baby needs to be caressed and hugged. Yeah, that's it. And also that rocking action of the lullaby feeling that we can express with our body with the baby. So the same thing as when the baby was within, we'll just
Continue.
extend it, to the
Yeah.
other world.
And then so also a restorative aspect also to restore the body, so to gain energy again after birth, which can be really hard the first weeks.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's the same in prenatal and postnatal. Postnatal as the most importantly regaining strength. But even when before giving birth, we need the flexibility in those muscles, and also some strength, because giving birth, you need need some power, and there's a lot of hip opening, a lot of movement, lower body movement, and that connection to motherhood, which is
Absolutely.
the best example of all.
That's right. So can you give us a little bit exercise of what you do with pregnant women normally?
Yeah, you want to join me?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, good. So it's easy. You can join us right now, everybody, even the papa, if you want to. So normally, because of the belly, we like to open the knees a bit, and then so giving space for the belly to nest in between the legs. And then you can rest your hand here for a moment, but stay close to baby, and you can close your eyes right now, and rocking side to side will help us to establish a foundation with the sit bones, right? And then when we have the foundation of the sit bones, you can just stay stable here in that midline, at that midpoint. And then we're going to start rocking forward and back with the inhalation forward and the exhalation back, creating a little rocking action, front and back. So not just for you, but for the baby itself. And it's a reconnection with the breath. So if it's very hard for you to close your eyes, you just pull the lids of your eyes, and you look down, and you follow the inhalation and the exhalation. So inhale, forward, and exhale, rock back. And you can slowly bring your hands on the belly, on baby. And so when you inhale, you'll rock forward and move those elbows back and glide the fingers, so it'll massage your belly at the same time. And then when you rock back, you interlace the fingers and creating a little press, not too much, just enough to hug the baby. And so it's a very comfortable massage, very soft, very gentle, and also it works on your diaphragm. So the diaphragm, it is the nest between the baby and the heart and the lungs. So it has a tendency to be contracted as the pregnancy evolve. So it will help to move and to get the diaphragm a little more space and more flexible. That also will increase flexibility in the spine as well. So tendency in the lower spine, also mid and upper spine. The entire spine gets triggered during pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll help to create movement in the spine around the muscles, but also in the inner spine, our nervous highway, which I like to call it.
Beautiful, thank you. So do you happen to work also with kids, with children?
Yeah, well, we're all children all our life. So, but yeah, we working with children after. So many years later, you evolve. It's a never-ending story. So you start with yourself, and then with the baby within, and then you create a story, you create a journey. And what it is really when you teach children, when you do kid yoga, is really recreating stories. And isn't that really what we do on a daily basis? You know, creating our own story of our own life.
Mm-hmm.
So kid yoga is just story, and kids know, baby knows more than we know, because we forgot with time, with patterns, with ideas, with concepts. We forgot everything that babies and children know.
The connection with the inner child also.
There
is so
you go.
important.
That's it.
So would you happen to have also one of these beautiful insights or citations of a yogi from India?
Yeah. There's so many. We know Mother Teresa, we know Gandhi, we know Yogananda. There's a lot of great gurus, and it's very trend now. You can see a lot of citation and quotes online. But there's and beside those gurus, you also have like those gurus that fill your life with love, like your own mother, some neighbor that has an impact in your life. And so those are also gurus that gave you some beautiful phrase and quotes that you'll always remember. And for me, it's one of the guru I like and I respect and I honor. Her name is Guru Jagat, and she passed away last year. But she has this beautiful quote, prayer, and it goes like this. It is, bless this day, this opportunity at human life. Bless your missions, your beating heart, putting one foot in front of another. Bless your openness, your generosity, your wakefulness, your fortitude. What got you here? Every sacred step. And love. Guru Jagat.
Well, thank you so much,
Thanks to
Claudia,
you.
for this focus on yoga. Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you. Thanks to you.